everybody, I'm SJM. Welcome back to Star Technology. Today we'll take a look at what I've been doing in between episodes on my road to getting MV machines going. It's been a little bit of journey and a little bit of frustration, especially just recently. But let's take a look as we get into it here. So, I did build myself a setup for the basic materials, gravel, sand, and dust, just with some forge hammers, all powered by a 1 amp energy converter. Now this does not power everything all at once, not even close, but it's obviously not running full blast all of the time, so that's fine. But if I needed, I was automatically processing these as they came in, then that would have to be tiered up to the 4 amp at the very minimum. Just with making my cobblestone with the igneous extruders up there, and just using the pipes mod to pipe them into the machines. They just feed each other forge hammers all the way down. Then we've got water coming up here to get us our clay there, which we'll need to start electrolyzing for a better source of aluminum moving forward. Running into power problems again, as you can see. I did tier this down back to the just LV by taking out the second energy hatch there and running the distillery right on the same line here to keep me topped up on distilled water. That's not going to save it either. And that doesn't save it. We'll just keep working away on that because I've got some expensive machines running over here. I've got the thermal centrifuge running, which is 30 EU a tick. And, well, this sifter was running a minute ago. And this basic mixer. Because I'm now getting some signalum, which we need for the wiring for our MV machines. So, and that they take quite a while in the EBF, so still working on my first one. In fact, it's not going anywhere at all. Turn that off. I'm gonna turn this one off for now. Let's see, can this work now? Yes, this can work now. Yep, it's strictly this one, running at 30. Plus having this one plugged in as well. I guess this one is plugged in on the same output as the EBF. So I didn't think it would draw that much, but obviously this uses all 500 that it can pull in, right? Did the math off screen, and each of these, the 4 amp energy converters. Whoa. Right back down again. So this should be all stopped because that's all back filled again. Backfilled, backfilled. Why can we barely run one machine? It's because everything is all plugged in now, I guess? I don't even know. Nothing else is running, so there shouldn't be any draw on the power. That is so unintuitive to me. Why this is not drawing any power. Well, it's not using any, none of these machines were using power, but just having this plugged in was a draw enough on that thing downstairs. Frustrating. Anyways, let's get back into it and have a look at everything that we've been doing here. So, to work our way towards the MV tier machines, obviously we made the signalum there. This is done in the mixer with silver dust, copper dust, and redstone dust. So I had to make the mixer in itself, nothing too bad there, just the usual suspects. And then I needed to get to a basic circuit assembler, because as we make these MV circuits, we can craft them using 3 electronic circuits. But if we go to the circuit assembler, we can make them much cheaper. It's only going to cost us 2 circuits there. So I wanted to definitely get the circuit assembler up and going, which itself is uses the MV tier circuits. So the first ones we had to bite the bullet on to make, right? So I think I'm ready to make it now. Oh no, I needed these diodes. So to make these diodes, we have to get gallium arsenide dust. And the recipe that we'll be using is this one with the glass here, so glass and copper wire. So gallium arsenide dust is made in the mixer again with gallium dust and arsenic dust. Gallium dust we've gotten as a byproduct out of the kinetic ore processing. But the arsenic dust we need to get from realgar. So realgar is one of the new ores that we get from sifting, I believe it's gravel in the flint meshes. And we have to put realgar dust through this regular centrifuge. To get the realgar dust, we have to hammer refined realgar ore, and the refined realgar ore we get from running the crushed realgar through the thermal centrifuge. So just to see there, the sifting, oh, it was sand in a flint mesh to get the realgar at the first step there. So this we now put in a forge hammer. And back into the regular centrifuge, not the thermal. This is the basic. And while that is working, let's look at the other fun, fancy things. So robot arms and conveyor modules we've made before, but this LV emitter was a little bit of a rabbit hole unto itself as well. So taking 2 circuits, some brass rods, which was easy, but then there's this quartzite. And this quartzite was a little bit tricky. There's a few different ways to get it, but at this stage, the main way was that I saw was with a sifter. And this is only a 35% chance, but that's not too bad. But it did take us, we had to make a whole other machine, which this was what I was getting salty about there just a few minutes ago when I figured it all out. But we had to take our purified quartzite ore, which again is processed from in the ore washer with this crushed quartzite, which we got sifting sand, same places we got the realgar from. Now that we've got that, let's just put this in here to process while we're mixing this together. So arsenic and gallium dust. Now what am I doing? Diodes, 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 diodes. In the mixer, and it is 1-to-1 to get 2. Okay. need circuit number 1 for this to process. Alright, slowly but surely we are getting signalum now, so that's good. Back over here, again this is a shaped crafting recipe to get the small piles. And I guess I forgot to... Yes, I did. I'm going to pull that out for now. Actually, let's get... Is it 4 that I need? So 4 fine copper wire to make... Plus the liquid glass. Yep. That's circuit 3. We only need 2. Wire mill, circuit 3. Throw 2 in there. Turn off the auto output, and then we'll get some liquid glass going here. We need to use the drum to pick up because it won't go into the wooden barrel because of the temperature limit. And now I'm stuffed. Because I need another bronze drum. I knew that was going to come up sooner or later. I need 2 long bronze rods. Don't have any bronze rods. Alright, we'll be back when I can get that done. Alright, second bronze barrel achieved, so I can pull out the liquid rubber because the liquid rubber is too hot for a wooden barrel. Our glass in. Fine copper wire and our gallium arsenide small piles, and then that will get us the diodes that we're looking for. Yeah, coming in nicely over there. That's 1 to 1. Alright, I'll let that process and then come back in a bit. Alright, 4 diodes done. We're going to need a whole lot of those eventually, but just for right now to get this up and going. Oh, I totally forgot about this as well. This is another rabbit hole. This is an LV machine, but I don't have any iron 3 chloride. I guess we need to look at sodium persulfate. How hard is this stuff? I don't think I'm getting this. Salt and sulfuric acid. Alright, back to the drawing board. Alright, the nightmare rabbit hole has been solved. To get the sodium persulfate, which we need in the chemical reactor with silver foil and a phenolic circuit board to get our phenolic printed circuit board. Comes from electrolyzing sodium bisulfate. Sodium bisulfate we can get in the chemical reactor with sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid comes from trioxide and water in a reactor. Trioxide comes from dioxide and oxygen in a reactor. Dioxide comes from Oxygen and sulfur. Hooray, we found the thing. The whole entire thing. So the first step, we need to make the sulfur dioxide. So we need program circuit 2, reactor with sulfur and oxygen gas. So we got lots and lots of oxygen gas. Like lots and lots. Oh, this is gas, so grab one of those. Sulfur. This was 2, right? Two with sulfur and oxygen. We'll make some of those and we'll be back for the next step. Alright, we got 3 buckets of sulfur dioxide. We need it with water. Oh, oxygen again. To get to trioxide, so that goes there, and this is no circuit, so that should work with anything. Have to dip into some of that big source of oxygen there, I guess. We'll let that make the trioxide. And we needed yet another bronze drum to do this. We're gonna make all the bronze drums here. So now the sulfuric acid is trioxide plus water. Into the chemical reactor again on circuit 1 with salt. I've got some salt here, which the recipe for that was just processing down. What was I processing? I think I was processing the rock salt ore in the, yeah. So just in the kinetic ore processor, processing the crushed rock salt ore, there was a 50% chance for salt every time that we did that. Is there a reason that's not going past? You're not finishing because there's all that rubber in there? With only one output, it should finish. Gonna have to make another bronze drum. I guess. Oh, I was looking at the... Oh no. I was hung up on something for some reason. Just delete that water that way. And we need another bronze drum. Nope, I can use this one. We're only at 20k rubber in there. Our sulfuric acid plus the salt on 1. Use that in an electrolyzer. We have some hydrochloric acid left over, which I saw was in other recipes for making this stuff, but we've gotten the persulfate here now, so... And that is in... here, yes. So we need silver foil and a phenolic circuit board. This isn't as bad as I thought it would be. It's just glue and wood pulp. And we just have to go and macerate some wood and we'll get some wood pulp. So we can do that fairly easily. In the reactor, this is in the assembler with the glue. Let that process and we'll be back. We'll take our silver in the bender on 10 to get silver foil. It's already on 10. I was making some other foil earlier. Have some hydrogen gas kicking around there now too. I think we can go through that much of it there. This is in the chemical reactor. Persulfate. Finally finished with that rabbit hole. That was a frustrating one to do, especially because I was trying to do it on camera instead of just on my own. It's slowly going up on the progress bar, so that's fine. 2 of these bad boys now. Oh, I needed 3 of them, didn't I? Oh, I only need 2. To get our basic circuit assembler, we need 2 MV tier circuits. Like that. I'm missing conveyor modules. I was missing 1 conveyor module. There, we finally got our basic circuit assembler. Still bubbling away? Yes and no. There we go. So this circuit assembler can be used to make cheaper electronic circuits. So I think we save on 1 steel plate and the rubber in the red alloy cable, as well as 1 red alloy. Right, because it only takes 2 wires instead of the cables. Still takes 2 of the oh god, what is that called? 2 resistors, 2 of the vacuum tubes. Yeah, those are the same, but can save a little bit on making the LV circuits, but it will save us a lot when we're doing the MV ones. as well add that to the gear because we're going to start needing these now moving forward. But I think that is enough for my small brain for today. So I need some more silver. Silver is going to be my bottleneck now on those. Oh no, it's not. We can process that in there. Where do we get it? From sifting gravel. Alright, so if I need more, I remember how to get it there. Oh, this was turned off a while ago. Yeah, see, turning this on and off shouldn't affect this one because they should technically be on different circuits. We'll queue up some silver to go after our iron is done. And lots of processing been going on as well between episodes. So I'm pretty happy with this setup here. That worked out fairly well. Now I'm stocked up on all of these. I don't have to do this all manual like this. I was doing all of my sand and my dust manually in this steam forge hammer, which was a little bit frustrating, and I should have had this a lot earlier, but that is what it is. It's there now. And I was happy that I decided to turn this back because this processing is going on in the background, so I really didn't need it running at MV speed with with overclocking. So, and then I got to move my distillery over here so that it's all working together and I don't have to think about it at all. Turn you back on, does that affect this? No. But I wonder why running this stuff, especially these ones that take 30 EU a tick, is affecting this guy. Maybe that's just because there really isn't enough Fe being produced down here. Because each of those 4 amp converters take 500 Fe per tick. But my only frustration, I guess, overall is even when those converters aren't supplying energy, like nothing's being used on the other side of them, they're drawing. I have a feeling that they are anyways. But obviously we can see there's zero buffer in our carbon brush there. I kind of wonder if I put a carbon brush on this side, do I get more power again? Can I double up my power that way? That'll be something I might try off camera. They're fairly cheap to build those carbon brushes, and it'll be an easy test. But I'm finished with making modular diesel engines. I don't think I want to be making any more of those. This is barely keeping up. It is keeping up, but I now have 5 basins over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this one seed press over here for this plant oil is keeping up with 5 of them over here. See, that's down a bit, that's down a bit, that's down a tiny bit. That one's full, I guess. This one, yeah, down a tiny bit. But yeah, that'll wrap up this episode. I hope you all enjoyed. I appreciate you for checking it out and bearing with me through the insane rabbit holes that Greg Tech has to offer. I appreciate you all, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!